Hello children, let's continue our journey of learning linear equations better. So today we are starting with solving linear equations in two variables by cross multiplication. So first of all, we will write down the system in general form. So in general form, the system is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. Children, learn this thing that whenever you are starting with cross multiplication, this C1 should be on left hand side, and on right hand side you must have equal to 0 only. So the second equation of the system is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Similarly, let's write once again this system. So 1 upon a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Basically, cross multiplication is a method in which we will be given by a formula directly to get the value of x. So first of all, we will learn this formula and then I'll tell you how we are getting it. Now children, see, if you are willing to get the value of x, what will you do? You have to remember children that the denominator of this formula will have AB and AB only. I'm giving you the tips to remember the formula, and then I will tell you how to get it. Now x is equal to AB minus AB, and denominator of y is again the same, that is AB minus AB. But if you want to write the numerator, you have to ignore the coefficient of x. Since you are writing the formula for x, ignore the coefficient of x. Now you are left with b and c. So you will write down bc minus bc. And in the formula of y, you have to ignore the coefficient of y. Since you are writing y, so ignore the coefficient of y. So you are left with AC and AC. And then children, learn this pattern. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. But if you are writing y, you have to start with reverse counting first. Here you have started with serial counting. 1, 2, then 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. Denominator of both is same. So here also you will get 1, 2, 2, 1. But children, in the numerator, you have to start with the reverse counting first. 2, 1, 1, 2. So this is the formula, will help you getting the value of x and y only by substituting the values of the coefficient given here. Now children, why this is known as cross multiplication? To get this thing, just observe the pattern that you have written here. Now children, see, B1 is multiplied by C2. B1 multiplied by C2. And B2 is multiplied by B2 is multiplied by B2 is multiplied by C1. So there is a formation of cross. Similarly, when you will see A1, so A1 denominator, if you observe denominator, A1, B2, A1, B2. So children, A1 and B2, A1, B2. And then you will proceed toward A2, 2b1. So again a cross. That's why this formula is known as cross multiplication. Similarly, children, when you will do this, find out the numerator of y, you are multiplying a2 by c1, a2 by c1. And then when you are getting this, you are multiplying this a1 by c2. So when you are multiplying a1 with c2, it will be a1 c2. So again a formation of cross. That's why this formula is known as cross multiplication. Denominator of both the formulas is just the same. That is a1 b2 and a1 b2. But in the numerator, if you are writing x, ignore the coefficient of x. That means b1 c2 b2 c1. And if you are writing y, ignore the coefficient of y. So it will be a2 c1 and a1 c2. We are getting these formulas only by eliminating the two given equations. So you will try at home that when you are eliminating a1x plus b1y plus c is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 by multiplying the first equation by a2 and multiplying the second equation by a1 and cancelling this by elimination method, cancelling x by elimination method, you will get the formula for y, and when you substitute the value, you will get the formula for x. You are getting it only by elimination method, but if we observe the pattern, we will see the formation of cross. That's why this formula is known as cross multiplication. This is one way of learning it, and I find that this is the simplest way of learning the formula. There is another way also to learn the formula, children. You may write x and then in the denominator of x, you will write, similarly here you will take y and then you will write down the denominator of y. So this is just ways of learning the formula. So you may write equal to sign in between and then you will write 1 and then upon once again. So children, in denominator of x, we will not write the coefficient of x. So that means we are left with b1 and b2 and c1 and c2. Similarly, in the if you are writing denominator here in, you will ignore the coefficient of y. So you will write c1, c2. You will not break the continuity. b1, c1, then c1 and a1, a2. Then after a1, it will be b1, b1 and b2. Now children, you will write down x upon, cross multiply them and write down the result. So cross multiply and write down the result. This is another way of remembering. Basically, these formulas are derived from elimination method only. So, when you write down the denominator of x, it will be b1c2 minus b2c1. Then equal to sign, then y, and then in the denominator C1 A2, or you may write A2 C1. Always write in alphabetical order. It will be easy for you to remember. Then it will be A1 C2, and in the denominator it will be A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Children, now see, if you want to get the value of x, what will you do? If you want to get the value of x, what will you do, children? You will equate this and this. Since we have taken all the three equal, so we will equate this and this. And finally, once again, you will get the formula that we have derived here, that x is equal to, when you bring this side, it will be B1 C2 minus B2 C1 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Similarly, if you write down the formula of y, you will take this thing this side, and therefore you will get the formula A2 C1 minus A1 C2 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So in this way, we will remember the formula for x and y to get their values by cross multiplication. Now children, let's start solving another question by cross multiplication to understand it better. So children, this is the question of exercise 3.5. Let's find the value of x and y by cross multiplication. Children, I told you that first of all you will write down the formula, because if you write the formula right, children, you are going to get half marks for the formula only. So first of all, try to get that mark for formula. So how will you write down the formula? I told you just now, to write down the formula, you will first write down the denominator of x and y both, since they are same. And in the denominator we have A1, AB minus AB. AB minus AB. And this is 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. And in the numerator of x, you will not write the coefficient of x. You will write down y, b, the coefficient of y, and the constant number. So that means you will write down b and c minus b and c. And in numerator of y, you will not write down b, since b is the coefficient of y. आप अगर y निकाल रहे हैं तो y का कोफिशिएंट नहीं आएगा न्यूमरेटर में, और अगर आप x निकाल रहे हैं तो x का कोफिशिएंट न्यूमरेटर में नहीं आएगा. This is how we remember the formula. So children, if you are not writing the coefficient of y, तो अब आपके पास बचा क्या है? a and c. So that means you are going to write ac minus ac. Now here you will start with the serial counting, 1, 2, 2, 1. And here you will start with the reverse counting, 2, 1, 1, 2. y की वैल्यू निकालते समय रिवर्स काउंटिंग से स्टार्ट करना है, बाद में सीरियल काउंटिंग. x की वैल्यू निकालते समय सीरियल काउंटिंग फर्स्ट एंड देन रिवर्स काउंटिंग. Then children, observe this question. The format of this question is not suitable for cross multiplication method. In cross multiplication method, we write down the constant this side. So this means this is 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. And then this will become 3x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. Children, don't look at the formula while putting the value. Don't look at the formula while putting the value. So what will you do? You will just do it this way, children. If you are writing the coefficient of x, just hide x. X, we are not going to write. We are not going to write the coefficient of x. We are to write B1 C2. Directly write down the value by multiplication. Directly write down the value by multiplication, children. So you will not look at this. You will look at the coefficient of y, that is 1, multiplied by B1 multiplied by C2. So this will be -8. Directly put the value. Then put this sign minus. Now B2C1, B2C1. So you're getting -10. -10 you're getting by multiplication from here, and one minus sign is already existing. So that means this will become plus. And in upon denominator, you will write A1, B2. A1, first equation say A1, second equation say B2. A1, B2. So that means this is 4. And then a sign of minus from the formula. Then A2C1. So this is 3. That means the value of x that you got is 1 and 2. Therefore, x is equal to 2. Now, children, copy down the denominator that you got here. That is 1. Because we know that in both the formulas, the denominators are the same. So, copy down the denominator here. And now you are left with only to write down the numerator. In the numerator, while you are writing y, children, you need not to look at the coefficient of y. So hide it. Getting? You are going to hide it. Hide it. We are not required this. We are required only A and C. A and C only you are required to see. So you will not see this. You will write down 3, A2, that means second equation first. A2, 2 stands for second equation. So start from second equation. A2, C1. So this will give you -15. So when you write -15, it will be here. And then this negative sign from the formula. Then don't look at y. Don't look at y. A1, C2. So this will be -16. But 1 minus is already from the formula. Again, you are getting minus, so 2 minus will make it plus. Therefore, the value of y is 1 upon 1, or we can say that y is equal to 1. So I hope you find it very simple to do the question by cross multiplication. First, you will write down the formula to get the marks for writing the formula. And then while putting the value, you will not concentrate here. You will directly write down the values from the equations. I hope you understood. Children, let's start with one more word problem. As you know, word problem is given in each and every exercise of question chapter 3. So let's start with this question. Let's understand what he is saying first. Place A and B are 100 kilometers apart. I try to depict this by a diagram here, children. 100 kilometers apart. These two places are 100 kilometers apart. This is the distance between the 2 points A and B, 100. Is that clear? And then one car starts from A and another start from B at the same time. A is starting from, one car is starting from A, the other car is starting from B, and they are moving in the same direction. Moving in the same direction. That means this car is moving in this direction, as well as this car is also moving in this direction. And at a different speed, therefore I will assume that car X A is moving with a speed of x kilometer per hour and car B is moving with a speed of y kilometer per hour. They meet in 5 hours. Suppose they are meeting at this point after 5 hours. So y is moving y kilometer per hour. In 1 hour, it is moving y kilometer. After 5 hours, this car B is at this place. So this distance from where it has started its journey from this place to the point where it is right now is how much distance is it? So in 1 hour, it is traveling y kilometer. That means in 5 hours, it must have covered 5y kilometer. In 1 hour, y kilometer. So after 5 hours, how much distance it will it has covered? It has covered 5y kilometer. Similarly, car A is moving with the speed of x kilometer per hour. After 5 hours, it is reaching at the same point where the car B is. That means definitely it is running with a high speed. And therefore, this distance in 1 hour, it is moving x kilometer. In the 5 hours, it will move 5x kilometer. So that means this distance that car A has traveled must be 5x kilometer. Now children, see 5x kilometer distance is more. If you subtract, see this situation and children analyze yourself. If this is whatever information is given to you, with that information only you have to find out an equation. Now this is the distance 5x. If I subtract 5y distance from it, what are you left with? So that means you're left with 100 kilometer only. So children, the first equation will become 5x minus 5y is equal to 100. This will be the first equation. Let's understand the second equation. In the second equation, the cars are moving in opposite direction. That means the car A is started moving in this direction, whereas car B is moving now in this direction. Car A is moving towards right, therefore the car A will move towards left as they are moving in opposite direction. And then they are meeting after 1 hour. So the distance that Y has traveled in 1 hour is y kilometer. The distance that X has traveled in 1 hour is x kilometer. The total journey, this distance between A and B was 100 kilometer. So now you are clearly able to see that the distance that A has covered and that the distance that B has covered, if you combine the two distance, that will be equal to 100 kilometer. So the second equation that you got is x plus y is equal to 100. This is the second equation. Now look at the first equation once again, children. The whole equation is divisible by 5. So better to divide the whole equation by 5. It will be simplified. X minus y is equal to 20. So children, x plus y is equal to 100 and x minus y is equal to 20. Very simple equations you got. He's not saying to solve it by cross multiplication. You may do it by elimination even. You will not be asked to solve it by cross multiplication in the exam even. But beta, you should know both the ways to solve them. So let us solve it by elimination first. This is 2x is equal to 120. This implies x is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. And now put this value of x in this equation. In this equation, if you will put, it will be y is equal to 40 kilometers per hour. 40 kilometers per hour. So very simple by elimination method. Let's do it by cross multiplication also. So look here. These are the two equations that you got. First equation was this. The second equation was this. If you are doing the question by cross multiplication, you have to bring the constant on this side. So bring the constant term this side. Now what is the formula for x? In the formula for x, you will not write a. So BC minus BC. Then the counting that you will have to do is 1, 2, 2, 1. And in the denominator, it is always AB minus AB. 1, 2, 2, 1. Denominator of y is the same. So AB, AB, 1, 2, 2, 1. In the numerator, you are not going to write B, therefore it is AC minus AC. So it is reverse counting first, 2, 1, 1, 2. This is for the sake of writing the formula, but you are not going to see it while putting the value. So what will you do? You will hide x when you are writing the numerator of x. Hide x. Then a b1 c2 first equation ka b, second equation ka c. b1 c2 minus 1 multiplied by minus 100, so you will get 100. Then minus sign from here, and when you multiply b2 c1, again you are getting minus 20, so it will become plus 20. And a1 b2 1 multiplied by this one will give you 1. Minus, from the formula it is minus, and this is minus 1 once again. When you multiply these two, minus 1 once again, coefficient only will be multiplied. Nowhere you are going to write x and y here. So children, this is 1 minus 1, and due to the formula it will become 2. This is 120 by 2, therefore 60 kilometer per hour. Write down this denominator here because denominator of x and y both are same. So write down the denominator directly here. Now A2C1. A2 means second equation coefficient of x. A2 is 1. C1 is minus 20. So it is minus 20. Minus from the formula. And then children, this is A2 A1 C2, again minus 100, minus of this, and minus that you got from here will make it 100 plus positive 100, and it is 80 by 2, therefore it is 40 kilometer per hour. So that means the answer is speed of car A is 60 kilometer per hour and speed of car B is 40 kilometer per hour. That's all for today, children.